Hello, party people. I'm going to allow people to come in. This is going to be a pretty fast, quick. Well, that's probably not true, saying quick, but this is going to be a live broadcast that I've wanted to do for a while. I couldn't decide of whether or not I was going to do this as something that was just like a video that I pre-record and then post, but I decided to go ahead and do it live so you guys can watch me talk straight from the heart. And then if you want to watch it on replay, you can do that. As you come in, give me a 2 and let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a 2 if you can hear me okay. I think my mic was just muted. Hey, hey, give me a 2 if you can hear me okay. So I want us to have a really, really, really good talk. So give me a 5 if you are ready to get all the way real and if you are okay with us like talking like homegirls, right? Or friends if you're not a girl too. So again, give me a 2 and I'm going to allow more people to come in. Okay, I'm going to allow more people to come in. How are you guys doing today? That is number 1. How are you guys doing? As you are in here right now, go ahead and do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up, because as you give this video a thumbs up, what happens is it ends up sending it out to more people. All right, so I want to hop right into this. All right, I'm gonna take these glasses off because there's a glare. But just across the board, right? Across social media in general, there are a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to the science of hair, or just the way that we get the message across to begin with. So I want to do my part and do my due diligence as, you know, at least showing you a little bit about myself and who I am. But as we get started, I am going to light some incense and I'll be drinking my tea. So that way I won't get too passionate today. Okay, as you come in, give me a 2. We are about to get started. I'm just getting the atmosphere together because I want to get everything out. Oh, you just got your ears clipped. Yes. So today we are going to be going deep into why I do what I do. All right. So let's start off like this. Just real quick. I'll put myself at the bottom of the screen. Okay. And we're going to call these herbalist chats. We're going to have these every blue moon. All right. Ever so often, we are going to have these chats. And in the midst of this, hello, how are you? In the midst of this, at any point in time, I want you to go ahead and put your question in the chat. All right. I want you to make sure that you are asking questions this entire time. And then once I get done talking your head off, then I'll go back and answer some of your questions, but make sure that you are asking them so I can get to them. Again, bear with me, you guys. I'm going to be trying to keep myself calm. This is the study of my life. I'm very passionate. All right. All right. So, as we know, if we want to build any type of new foundation, we have to first dig up that old foundation. And today, this is exactly what we are going to be getting into, breaking the foundation. But before we can do any of that, I want to tell you a little bit more about myself. Let's say this: you are in the right place if you are ready to hear new information that you have never heard before, right? Because most likely, unless you've been studying cosmetology your whole life or herbalism your whole life, you probably haven't heard some of this stuff before, right? And right place if you are ready to science and common sense. Like, it's that one thing. Sometimes you'll be on social media. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been on social media and like, you know what? That's kind of dumb. Just common sense wise, that don't make sense. Like, I want you to know if whether or not you are ready to make that link, right? And if you're ready to be honest with yourself, because it's only through honesty that we can get places. But listen, you in the wrong place, and you should probably skedaddle if you're looking for a product to fix your issue, or if you're ready to debate and go back and forth. If you've came here maybe from, you know, another blog or something, and you just want to like, you probably in the wrong place. Or if you're looking for a hack and shortcuts, this is not the place for you. And lastly, if you bothered by self-love and a little self-promotion, this may not be the best place for you. But last thing, I promise, the last thing, give me a 2 if you're still with me. Real quick, give me a 2. Get this video a thumbs up right now. Give me a 2 if you're still with me. And I have a trigger warning for you. Because if you are a person who is easily offended, then this may not be the video for you. See, look, I need to drink some tea. I'm a really passionate person. So the way that I talk sometimes may make you feel away, but it's not my intention. Okay. My intention is to link things for you, because there are so many things that you've probably been dealing with your hair, with your body, with your health, with relationships, your mind, that you just can't figure it out. I'm just building a bridge for you. I'm just being the link. So this is a trigger warning. Instead of you getting upset, because to be honest, I take that back. I really don't want you to leave, because if you're watching me and my voice irritates you, my voice makes you feel away, then that's something that you need to pay attention to, because we are led by our emotions. I'm a Cancer, Sun and Moon, Gemini rising, right? So I am a master of my emotions. So our emotions are our signals. God don't be like, my child is over there. No, it's your emotions, right? So what is it about my voice that bothers you, and why? I really want you to write all of this stuff down, right? And I'm not telling you to believe anything that I have to say. I'm not telling you to take anything that I'm going to say in this webinar as me trying to convert you. None of that. You can leave here, baby, thinking exactly the same way. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm simply being the bridge between things that that don't make sense, and like the truth and my scientific research, just the bridge. So what is it about me that bothers you, and why? Who do I remind you of? What exactly did I say to offend you personally and directly? And you won't be able to answer that because I don't know you, right? So what is triggering you, and what is making you feel like I'm speaking directly to you? And what in your routine and what in your emotions, what routine holds your emotions, and why? And why does a conversation about hair make you so angry? This is like really should have been my number one question, because that's something we all need to ask ourselves. It's crazy to me to see so many blog posts where women are arguing and fighting. And the very last thing, I had a thing that we'll talk about at the end of this. Give me a 9 if you want me to tell y'all about this situation at the end of this, and I will, right? But I had a situation, and I've had on my channel a couple of times people use the word condescending. So when I looked up the definition of condescending, just to be sure, is having or showing a feeling or patronizing or superior. Listen, I do not think that I'm better than you. I do not think that you're stupid. I do not think that you're dumb. I am very aware that there is a mix-up of information across social media, and I am very aware that you are confused, and you may not be able to tell the difference between the truth and a fad, and you can't tell the difference on who's better between somebody who doesn't have a license and a regular cosmetologist, because a lot of cosmetologists are dusty. I understand all of that. I am not trying to say that you're dumb, but unless you've been doing what I've been doing for 17 years, I do know more than you. I do. I do. And you probably know way more than me about whatever field of work that you're in. So I just need you to go ahead, stay to the end, boo. We're gonna be feeling good, right? And we'll be able to break down your old foundation. That foundation will be completely broken down before you leave here. And if you stay to the end, right, I'm gonna give you some exclusive bonuses and some ways to break through all of this. But everything that I'm sharing, right, is bits and pieces from the 7-day challenge and a couple of the other things that I have to offer on my platform, right? But I know that everybody isn't at a place to do that, right? To lend out money and stuff and to be sharing funds. So let me know in the chat, right? Type yes if any of these responses sounds like you and if you're feeling any type of way, right? And then next up, also in the comments, I want you to tell me, what are your roadblocks, right? What are you constantly hitting as it pertains to your growth wall? Where are you always stopping? What is the length that you're always stopping at? And, you know, what do you think that you can do to reduce shedding and breakage and all of these different things, right? I'm going to check the comments really quick just to see if whether or not you guys are okay and if whether or not you have any questions for me. Give me a 9 if you are okay. Give me a 9 if you are still with me. I was excited when I saw the title. Yes, listen, we're going in. And I'm like I said, I'm just really passionate. So I'm not upset. But if I start looking mad, I'm not mad. So if somebody come in here and be like, what's wrong with her? Just explain for me. Can you explain for me? Please. Please. All right, so let's go back in here. By the way, this is my tea that's coming soon. We're going to be talking about that in a second. So if you are new here, you may not know who I am, but my name is Cynthia, so not Cyn like I'm a sinner, but Cyn, short for Cynthia, all right? Across social media, I'm known as Cyn Doll, and originally I started off as a cosmetologist, right? I remember always wanting to do hair, like crying about my Barbie's hair not growing back. So my parents were buying me mannequins for Christmas when I was like 9 or 10 years old, okay? Getting in trouble for doing hair in the kitchen and all of that. And the longer that I did hair, the more I fell in love with it. But I also have something called hidradenitis suppurativa. Hidradenitis suppurativa is an autoimmune disorder, right? Where my sweat glands, anytime you sweat, right? Obviously, it is your body releasing toxins. But whenever my body, because I do have HS, whenever I sweat at all, my body takes it as a sign that something's wrong. So my body starts producing an immune response to fight against the sweat, right? So I have very active sweat glands. It's some bullshit, right? Because if I was a person who didn't have extremely active sweat glands, it wouldn't be an issue. But I'm like, when I wake up in the morning, I'm wet. Oh, that don't sound right. My body's wet because I was sweating. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, so because of that reason, I also get outbreaks within my scalp. Now, as we're going here so far, I want to know if whether or not you are with me, right? And I want you to know, right, really quick, not why we're here, but just one of the many things that prompted this conversation, right? I want to say that I am so grateful for all of you. I am so grateful to all of you. Give me a 2 if you can still hear me. I am so grateful to all of you. All right. This is the main thing that sparked this entire conversation. Okay. These comments right here. So let's go back into this. So originally, this first comment here, you said, I was doing some research about the sebaceous gland, and girl, I couldn't believe that it was related to pimples, blackheads, acne due to hormonal imbalance, which leads to overproduction of sebum. Hey, it makes a lot of sense. We just need to stay hydrated and consume the right amount of food that are rich in omega-3s, which is responsible for our skin's hydration. Hey, and I guess it's the same thing for the scalp. Looks like we don't need oil on our scalp at all. Maybe just for detangling. Give me, hey, you guys, give me a 2 again if you just heard that. You guys, this is why I do what I do. I am not here to argue with anybody. I am not here to go back and forth with anybody. I'm not here to make you feel stupid. I'm not here to try to tell you that you don't know anything. That is not why I am here, my love. The reason that I am here is so you can come to this conclusion yourself. So you can come to this conclusion yourself. I'm going to read this again, and then we're going to get back into our webinar. I'm going to read this again, and I really want y'all to break this down, okay? I am not trying to sell anybody a magic product. I'm not trying to sell you a magic hack that you've never seen before. No, I am I am the bridge between your hair growth cycle and all of the other things that you've done to throw your hair growth cycle off balance. But everything that you guys have been doing has been looking for hydration and everything from the outside instead of from the inside, because your hydration, everything comes on a micronutrient level from the inside. Let's read it again. I was doing some research, which is all I want you to do. I'm just telling you where to start looking. All right. The sebaceous gland. So she was doing research on the sebaceous gland. Why? Because I've been telling y'all that you do not need to oil your scalp, because your scalp already has a gland that is for nothing else but to produce oil on your body. Not just your scalp, you have sebaceous glands all over the body, right? So she began to research. I was doing some research on the sebaceous gland, and girl, I couldn't believe that it was related to pimples, blackheads, acne, and hormonal imbalances. Mind you, a lot of hormonal imbalances, if not all of the hormonal imbalances, are caused by our diet and the things that we eat on a regular basis. And all of these different imbalances lead to an overproduction of sebum, right? So this is what I have always been trying to do, you guys, and nothing else. But of course, I still have different things that I'm dealing with, myself within my own body, right? There are different things that I'm dealing with, and it makes it sometimes it makes it a little harder for me to be able to share and things of that nature because of comments like this, but it's okay, because for the most part, most of us just don't understand. This is the very first comment that I saw this morning whenever I picked up my phone after my meditation and stuff, thank God. But this was the first comment that I saw. I think you just don't show the results that you promote. I understand that person's comment is not hate, it's just real. You give a lot of advice that doesn't work for you, right? So this is why I'm here to have this conversation with you, because I really want us to see the difference, and I really want us to see that parallel, right? Because there are a lot of heart surgeons that will still need open heart surgery. There are a lot of a lot of lung surgeons that will still maybe one day have a problem with their lungs. So my field of specialty has nothing to do with what my own personal ailments are. So this is the main reason why I do share with you guys so much information as it pertains to hair growth and hair follicle restoration and things of that nature. Why? Because it is something that I have been dealing with for years. Okay, so my entire life, it's an auto-inflammatory disorder. So auto-inflammatory literally means at any moment, at any time, it can happen at any time. So let's hop back into this, right? as it pertains to your hair and as it pertains to, you know, all of the different things that you are able to do with your hair, I want you to start thinking about the products that you're using on your hair on a regular basis. And I really want you to break down everything that you've been using in your hair and how it could lead to the place that you're at right now, because it is the place that I was in, right? When I was dealing with hydrogenated suppurativa, I was in cosmetology school, but they don't go that deep into cosmetology and into that part of cosmetology in school. These are things that you have to learn once you get your license, but they're classes that you can't take unless you have a license, right? So yeah. So the longer I was licensed, the deeper I would go into it, and the more that I discovered what my issue was with balding. And my issue with balding had absolutely nothing to do with products. It had absolutely nothing to do with whether or not I was relaxed or natural. It had everything to do with what I was ingesting in my body, because hydrogenated suppurativa is an overproduction of estrogen in the body, right? So if I'm eating food like chicken from McDonald's, or really any type of meat that's not organic, that has a bunch of steroids and things of that nature in it, then my body is going to respond. So I had to do a full body detox. And when I say a full body detox, I mean I had to detox my scalp, I had to detox my hair shaft, and I had to detox my body from the inside out, like full body detox on the outside and the inside, right? And it was once this happened, I started to freaking learn and see that all of the autoimmune responses I would get, that's something that has no cure unless I change the way that I eat and go vegan. That's the only way that it'll stop. Um, I learned that when I do have outbreaks and things of that nature in my scalp, that things can be fixed. But see, the problem that we have, and give me a 2 if you with me on this, or if you're not with me, that's okay. It's okay. The majority of the people that we've been getting our information from, that you guys have been getting your information from, are under 30. And I'm gonna hear me out. The reason I'm not throwing shots and nobody young, that's not what I'm doing. But the body doesn't stop producing certain amino acids until you hit 30, right? So that is why right now you're noticing so many people that started originally with the whole team natural stuff, and that's not what this is about, but with all of the hair growth hacks and stuff, you're noticing that they're all switching over and they're not even doing the hair stuff no more. And some of them are going to school because they're like, what the hell is going on with my hair? And that is because once you hit 30, your body stops producing certain amino acids. So to be completely honest with you guys, the majority of the reason, right? And I'm going to get to some questions in a second. The majority of the problem is the simple fact that most people have been getting their information from women who are on a completely different phase of life than they're on. So a lot of these women were giving these different suggestions at that point in their life, because at 25, at 26, at 27, 28, 20, like, okay, certain things like that work, but for the most part, they really don't. I'm going to head over to some of your guys' questions really quick. So tired today. I washed my hair when it was in a ponytail. We're going to get to questions after that, but I need you to not do that. If you're too tired to wash your hair, do not wash your hair that day. You didn't help. You did more harm washing your hair in a ponytail than you would have done if you just didn't wash your hair. Okay? So don't do that. Actually, yeah, like I said, we're going to get through these questions first and then we'll get to that. But I do want to show you guys this other comment though, because this one's pretty good too. That there are so many myths about maintaining healthy hair care. Another myth I see is t-shirts. A t-shirt on drying the hair. T-shirts are made of cotton, just like the cotton towel. Microfiber towels should be used. We have always used cotton towels to dry our hair, not understanding why drying the hair with t-shirts. And yes, I am licensed. So again, you guys, this is just an example of something that I'm talking about. Like I'm just trying to draw a parallel so you guys can see the difference. So you guys can see the different things that kind of keep you confused and kind of keep you locked in to patterns that cause you to constantly be buying products over and over and over again. Because understand that if somebody is constantly telling you that there's a problem and telling you that you have to hack something, then most likely you're just going to create another problem, because the body wants to follow its natural cycle regardless of what you do. So the more you have, you have at running into this. Before we move on, would you guys prefer for the slide to be like this on the side, or would you prefer for it to be like me, to be kind of smaller at the bottom? Can you see that, or do you need me to make it bigger really quick so we can keep going? Because I'm getting all y'all questions today, all of them. Which one? I just need one person to tell me. Do you prefer it like this, number one, or number two? Which one? One or two? So two or one? Oh no, or this one. Sorry. Bigger? Okay, bet. We're gonna do it bigger. Let's do it bigger. Actually, I'm gonna take myself off the screen for a minute, and then I'll come back. I'll come in and out. So let me know. It's like, oh, see, we miss you. We want to see you, but just let me know. All right. So we need to focus, because remember, like this last comment that I just went over, the main problem that we were having is the simple fact that everybody's trying to look for a hack. Like everybody was hacking towels. Like, oh, don't dry your hair with a shirt. Dry your hair, with a towel. Dry your hair with a t-shirt, because cotton break your hair off, even though the shirt was made of cotton. So the thing that we needed to know about that, you just want to use a microfiber towel. Microfiber towel literally means that the fibers are smaller, so there aren't as many open spots for your hair to seep in and get, tagged. So this is what we want you to do. I want you to write all of this down. Screenshot this really quick. And if you're following me on Instagram, just go ahead and tag me on Instagram, because I really need you to answer all of these questions for yourself. Real quick. Screenshot real quick. All right. Now, I need you to break old foundations. And I also need to know in the comments if whether or not you're ready. We've already talked about this. We know that there are only two things that go into what makes your hair curly: your genetics, which is the size of your follicle, or the formation of the disulfide bond. Now, you have three bonds that hold your hair together. The disulfide bond is the bond that determines how curly your hair is. The more of those you have, the curlier your hair is. So that's what makes your hair curly. So the next question is curly hair weaker? Is it true that the curlier your hair is, the weaker it is? That's not a rhetorical question. I need all of the people in the party to answer the question. It's not a rhetorical question. Is curly hair weaker? Yes or no? Yes or no? Thank you. Thank you. So a lot of you are OGs and you've already been here. So you already know what it is. You already know what it is. So that is why I'm just going to be skating through a whole lot of this stuff, because no, it is not. Curly hair is not weaker, but what it is, curly hair just needs a routine and a pattern. Curly hair is not a texture that can literally just be, have products thrown all in it. And that has been the issue. That has been the issue and the main problem that we have been having, because for whatever reason, we simply cannot get past this place of needing all of these products, constantly needing all of these products. And that is our main issue. And if we could all really get to a point where we're focused more on the science of hair than anything else, then we'll be able to really, really get past some stuff. So I just want to ask y'all really quick before we keep moving along. I just want to ask y'all really quick. Do you know? Do you understand? Or do you know how to spot when you're being manipulated? Right? Because I don't think that most women do. I don't think most people do. Have you guys noticed that almost every celebrity gets to a point where they're now, every black celebrity is getting to a point where now they get to one level and they want to start a hair business or a product line? Have you noticed that? I'm just asking a question. I am not being a smart ass. I am just asking a question. Okay. I am just asking a question. I just want to know. I'm not trying to start stuff with nobody's kids. I'm really not. I'm just getting to my notes, y'all. I'm not. I want to know. It's not a rhetorical question. Have you noticed? Have you noticed how don't get me wrong, oh my god, I freaking love Tia and Tamara, like, oh my god, I love Tia and Tamara, but she about to come out with a shampoo and conditioner. So this is why whenever I'm coming on YouTube, I'm always literally just trying to get you guys to connect the dots so you can see what it is. And I'm never coming on here to sell you a magic product, right? I'm never coming on here to sell you a magic product. Before we keep going, Tracy Ellis Ross, listen, everybody. So give me a 2 if I can be blunt. I am about to get so real, but if the majority of y'all can't handle it, then maybe not. So let me know. Can I keep it 100? Okay, so here we go. Now, I understand we are all one, we all bleed red and all of that, right? But I'm specifically talking to my sisters. Right now, if you are just coming in, everything that I am saying out of love. I am not trying to disrespect you. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm not calling you stupid. Please do not be in your feelings. Like, please do not be in your feelings. Okay? Okay. As I learn more, right? Because I've been out of the hair industry for about 6 years now, right? Well, from behind the chair, I should say. And one thing that I learned upon no longer being behind the chair is how business transactions really work. The way that rich people, I'm not going to talk about race. I'm not going to talk about race. We're not going to do race. We're not going to talk about race. The way that rich people exchange and the way that people who are not rich exchange are completely different. Okay. So for the most part, and I'm talking directly to Black people because I'm a Black woman. That's my experience. So that's what I can relate to. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not trying to pick on somebody. This is my experience. All right. If I'm gonna give this example. If a person has a party, right? A bunch of Black people. We have a party. It's a bunch of friends. Some are friends, some a little cool, some not a little cool, some, it's just a mix of people. For the most part, everybody's coming to the party empty-handed. If it's a potluck, you may have people to get some pop, some food, some chips or something. But for the most part, everybody's coming to the party empty-handed. Even if they know it's going to be food, drinks, everybody's coming empty-handed. I'm not taking shots. I'm just trying to draw a parallel. Please stay with me. And then on top of nobody coming with gifts, and this ain't a birthday party. I'm saying, like, if you have a friend and say, hey, I'm having a dinner party, can you come? Hey, I'm having this event, can you come? Everybody will come, but for the most part, they'll be after the party, even if it's great, or even if a couple of things are a little dusty. After the party, most of the people are going to get together, be talking crap like, oh, did you hear that little funky juice? Or it was cheap, or it was nasty, or this or that. Or they'll be like, oh, did you see the decoration? Oh, that chicken was stale, boo, boo, boo. But nobody comes with anything. I'm not taking shots. I'm just telling you what it is. All right. But then you go to a completely different environment. Let me drink some tea. You go to a completely different environment with a completely different race of people, right? And this, it just inspired me so much. This is a live I was watching yesterday that inspired me to have this conversation. But this is the example, and I'm putting it in my own words. As with rich people, right? Same thing. They'll say, hey, come to my party real quick. And this is the thing. Yes, I'm using this example, but I've been in this situation as I've no longer been in the hair industry. It's something I had to learn. I got to come with something, or I'm going to just say I ain't coming. Because a rich person says, hey, come to my dinner party. Or not a rich person, somebody in another genre, another race, another genre, I don't know. They say, hey, come to my dinner party. Somebody walks through the door. Everybody that comes through the door has a gift. Because they understand exchange. It'll be a person, they say, hey, I'm having a dinner party real quick, right? I'm having a dinner party, come. Every gift, one will walk through the door and say, hey, like, here is a $2,000 bottle of wine that I got when I was in France. Hey, thanks for inviting me. Here's a $700 blanket that I got when I was here. Hey, thank you so much for inviting me. I heard you have this charity and you've been looking for donations. Here you go, friend. Here's a little. So am I saying that that's something that we need to do? No. But what I am saying is the reason that the majority of the time you don't really see me here on YouTube is because I have to make a choice. I had to make a choice. choice. I was going to say a decision. Like, I have to figure out like how valuable I am, and if whether or not I'm going to stand in my own way by purposely only giving, right? Because it's draining. Like, it takes everything from me in this live today. I don't care how many people are in here. I'm going to give y'all everything, right? I'm going to answer as many of your questions as I can. Why? Because I love this. I'm not here for views. I'm not here for likes, because if I was, I would have stopped a long time ago. The problem that most of us have is self-inflicted, right? And the majority of the reason why none of us really want to help, or that many people don't want to help, is because if you had a certain color skin, you expected to do it for free, and I can't, right? But I'm going to give as much of myself as I possibly can. But we have to know that it's like an exchange, and in this free exchange, I'm going to be 100% authentically myself, right? That's why I said at the beginning of this, at any point in time where I'm talking, if something that come out of my mouth offends you, then I just need you to journal, like, what did I say? Like, if I'm like, oh, bald head, skittle diddle, and that pisses you off, write it down and be like, why did this piss me off so much? And really go deep. That's real shadow work. And that's why most of us are always arguing and going back and forth, because the thing is, hair conversation should not be this deep. There should not be blogs where women are calling each other out of their names about hair. Like, it shouldn't be happening. There's something wrong. there's something wrong. It's Shay K. And I like this is, let me just use this example and then I'm gonna use this example and then we're gonna go. It's Shay K. You, my love, are one of the people that I'm talking about. You, my love, are why most people across social media are now going behind a paywall because it's just not worth it. It's just not. I'm talking about everything but hair. I need you to do me a favor. It's all connected: hair growth, relationships, money, and more. So I need you to just read a little bit. It'll help you so much if you just read. And I'm gonna block you. Okay? Let's just do better. Like again, everybody, when you, it's Shay K. K, when you get home tonight, when you get ready to pray, because everybody that talks shit online go pray and ask God to block their enemies and help them and deliver them. You're gonna ask God. You're gonna pray tonight, right? So when you start praying tonight, I need you to include in your prayer and ask God why you so messy and why you felt the desire to leave this comment. I need you to tonight in your prayer ask God, like, what is it in me that in the midst of this conversation, the only thing that my spirit lets me focus on or lets me say anything about is this? I need you to ask your spirit, like, what? Like, so that's, and if you're not talking about that, like, if you not talking about that, I need y'all, because I'm reading like it's so many freaking comments right here. I need y'all to read that. And I'm talking to you. And as I was talking, did you notice how I was going back and forth? I'm not just talking to you because there are 4 other people that I just blocked. So if that wasn't you, then if that's not what you meant, then I need y'all to be clear. You can't just say little random stuff like I'm reading through as fast as I possibly can. You can't say little like, come on. And moreover, so you are on the bullshit. Everybody after you, I feel like it's clickbait. That's what you're annoying. I'm about to see this. Oh, I am so sorry, y'all. Because this be my problem. I just be paying attention to people that don't need to be here. And I love that YouTube and everything gives you the option to just block people from your channel altogether. Before I block you, I need you to know, like just y'all just think about the way that you talk. That's actually I'm not gonna block you because it's my title. It's all connected. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all need to learn how to speak to each other, learn online etiquette, learn time and place, right? And really, before you type, ask yourself, does this make sense? Is this worth the time or energy? Can I use what I'm saying in another way? Can I have some value? Before you press send, ask yourself, is this going to add value or is this going to get me blocked? Just ask yourself that question. Like, let's keep it 100. All right? All right. So I love y'all, but this is what we about to do because I'm not going to be able to get through this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish our webinar and then, well, Lord. Ringing, y'all. Ain't that what she said? Oh, what's love got to do? Hold on, I need some. Oh, here they go. Cause y'all are irritating. You irritating. Y'all irritating. Then it be like, oh, it's just that one person. But let just one girl at your job say some such. You gonna be like, I'm taking you to small claims court. I'm taking you to small claims court. But anyway, I respect you for the knowledge that you give. So if you respect me for the knowledge that I give, Please don't come in here distracting me with stuff that don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about. Okay? Okay. Yes, and I thank you. I am human. So stuff that you wouldn't say to me in my face, don't say it in here in my live because I'm going to react to you the same way. I'm just being myself. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm from Detroit like I'm scary, but I don't do that. Oh, hun, like it's not in me. It hurts. I don't understand how to do it. So please don't ask me to. I'm not gonna block you because I'm not gonna block you. But man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. All right. Now, the main reason why I wanted to come on here and have this conversation, okay, you about to get blocked. The reason why I really wanted to come on here and have this conversation is because I really want to explain a couple of things, that are going different on my channel because, like Shay said, I'm more than hair. Like, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life talking about hair. Some days I will come on YouTube and I'll be talking about things other than hair. I may be talking about me as a herbalist because I am a herbalist and I've been doing herbalism for the last 7 years, not hair. All right. So I'll be wanting to talk about that all the time, right? Because that is my job and as a consultant and things of that nature, right? But at the end of the day, we all have to learn how to talk to each other. Okay. And that's just point blank, period. All right. So, and I do have a story time coming for that later. So let's jump back into this really quick because, girl, y'all be getting on my nerves. Okay, so the truth about your hair. We've already broken all of these things down, right? Now, within my 7-day hair growth challenge is what I am doing to make sure that
we have 3 bonds holding our hair together.
That everything that I'm teaching you guys on a regular basis is translated easily, right? Because on it within my 7-day challenge, it started off 3 different ways. The first time it was free, right? Probably for the first year it was free. Cultivated it, helped made some changes, added a bunch of information, a lot of actionable steps. And then we came back with the paid 7-day challenge, which was $35, right? But now the prices went up, you guys. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why, right? So I need you to answer these questions right now in the comments, right now. Is curly hair weak? Curly hair has no oil. And I'm saying, what have you heard? Which one out of all of these different things that are on the screen have you heard? Have you fed into? Did you try to combat? Which one of these things have you been a part of, right? Curly hair is weak. Curly hair has no oil. Curly hair should only be worn curly. That's a big one. Hair products help hair grow and heat breaks off hair. Which one of these have you been a part of? Let me know real quick in the comments. I want to see. Remember, this is interactive. We're talking to each other. Oh, what you say, baby? People like to hide behind. Oh, sorry. People like to hide behind usernames so they can be hateful. They're insignificant in real life. They become keyboard warriors. Listen, and this is the thing. We gonna talk about that in a second. We gonna go because I'm gonna go somewhere else. We gonna talk about that. Love the herbalism. Really getting incorporated to better eating routine, not diet, eating routine. Yes. I've heard heat breaks hair off. Okay. I've heard them all of them. You've heard them all. Heard them all. Curly hair doesn't produce oil. Okay, so these are all things. And remember, I am not trying to get you like, oh, don't talk to them. Don't buy their products. No. I am just telling you what it is. All right. Most of the time, all of these products are formulated to just simply put a band-aid on things. That's why you'll notice product lines are constantly producing product after product after product after product. For me, the one way to tell like how deeply into the science a product line is how many products they have, right? Like, and I know one person will probably say something like, oh, Olaplex has a bunch of products, but guess what? Olaplex has been out since what I want to say 2010, 2011 is 2023, and the majority of the products that they've released have recently just came within the last 3 to 4 years, and that's because the majority of their products were for professionals only. So they opened it up and started making products for the consumer that can work in conjunction with products that are for professional use, right? But it's really, really important that you understand the science of hair, because at the end of the day, the only thing that is really, really imperative that you need to be worried about is cleansing the scalp, right? This is the first thing. You need to detox the body from the inside out. So you're detoxing the body through the things that you eat, through the things that you're ingesting into the body. You're going to exfoliate the scalp through a certain routine, through a certain practice. You'll clarify the scalp through a certain routine and a certain practice, and you'll condition and deep condition the hair through a certain routine and a certain practice. All right. One of the main things that causes you to have these different problems with your hair is product buildup, right? You would think that product just acts as protection, right? But what would you say would happen if you had a toothpick, right? Let's say you had a long toothpick. Put myself back on the screen for a second. Let's say you had a long toothpick like this, right? A long toothpick, but you know how thin a toothpick is. And let's say you just start putting product after product after product. The more weight you add to that toothpick, the weaker the toothpick is going to get. And eventually the toothpick is going to snap. Yeah. The same exact thing is happening with your hair. So this is why I'm always saying make sure that you do your due diligence at using non-comedogenic oils and non-comedogenic butters in the hair if you just must use it. But even within the challenge, I give you a routine that is going to literally blow your mind, because you're going to be like, I'm literally using nothing. Nothing. I'm using no product. I'm using no product. Okay, so remember, products are not the cure. Products are for cleansing, protection, exfoliation, oil pulling, and bond reconstruction. And I also need you to know that products are broken down into different scenarios. So you have products that are meant mainly for styling. You have products that are meant for treatments, right? Bond reconstruction is an example of that. And you have styling products. But see, one of the main problems that everybody's been having, everybody wants to use every product that is in the market as a styling product. And that's where you go wrong. Because if you use a bond reconstructive treatment, if you use a bond reconstructive treatment as a styling product, you can actually damage the hair. So this is why so many people that are some people that use Olaplex are like, oh, Olaplex broke my hair off. Bet money if you go ask them what their routine was, they mixed Olaplex with something else. Or they didn't follow the directions, or instead of them leaving it in for 10 minutes, they left it in for 45 minutes. All right. So the hacks are the things that cause the breakage. You have to follow the directions, and you have to understand which product goes in which area, because when you don't understand that, it becomes an issue. And one of the main things, in my opinion, that kind of messed everybody up was the wash and goes, because you guys already know how I feel about wash and goes, right? But for the most part, within the challenge, that is the most common complicated part for everybody. Getting past the old habits that you learned before, right? Getting past the things that you normally do. But if you can really, really figure out like what your hair needs, what your scalp's profile is, and again, you guys take screenshots of all of this. You can really, really understand what you're supposed to do with your hair. But you have to understand what the damage is, because this is the problem. We need to know where the breakage came from, where the problem started from as a whole. But we skip over that 100% and we just instantly blame a product, or we'll blame a person who did our hair. I just saw a video earlier. I'm not going to say her name because I love her, but she was showing how her edges was thinning out, and she wears wigs all the time. That's her channel. And instead of her blaming her wig, she blames the person who braided her hair last for her edges being thin. So we need to have accountability and really look into the different things that we do to our hair that can cause the hair shaft to become weaker, because hair products are really for your hair shaft. And the only time you should be adding a product to the scalp is when it is formulated to kill some type of viral infection that lives within the hair's follicle, right? Other than that, you don't need to do that. The hair shaft long term can have so many different things happen to it. And these are all things that are non-reversible. All right. You have something happen within the follicle. We can reverse that, baby. We can fix that. I fix that all the time in the 7-day challenge. We can reverse that. We can fix it. But if you have something that happens on the hair shaft, you can't fix it because the hair shaft is not a renewable piece of your body like your scalp is or like your skin. It doesn't renew itself. Once the ends break, that's it. Think of your hair the same way you think about your nails, right? So these are a lot of the different disorders that a lot of naturals have, and a lot of people who maybe aren't even natural just have been following the natural hacks and stuff like that. This is how the hair really looks under an electron microscope. But see, the problem that everybody's having is when you rinse those products off, this is what's really under the hair, under an electron microscope. But see, most people will never see it. Think about it. Like, really, really look at this right here. Really look at this and picture this in your mind. If this was, and mind you, this is microscopic. This is one hair strand. You know how thin one of your hair strands is, right? Just imagine if you layered a oil, a butter, a gel, a cream, whatever y'all be doing, layered all of that on this. Absolutely, this broken hair strand will feel amazing. It's gonna feel amazing. And think about it. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not calling nobody stupid. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just showing you so you can see with your own eyes what I've been saying. Okay? So this is the real hair shaft disorder. Google it right now. Take a screenshot. I'm not making none of this up. I am the bridge. I'm showing you where to go find this information. Take a screenshot. This is a hair shaft disorder that most naturals have. So whenever I was behind the chair, and then I started going even deeper into consulting, and not just consulting with other women like who want to be clients, but doctors, dermatologists, people who create products, all of that, because this is my cut. All right. So when you are looking at this is one strand of hair that is broken, the thing that they do, they'll take their stuff to a what do you call them, a chemist, and they'll say, hey, I need a product to smooth the cuticle, and then they'll test their products on cuticles that look just like this on a hair shaft that has this disorder. So products are formulated to put a band-aid on your disorder. So what happens is you've been doing the lock method, and then you don't shampoo. I'm not shooting darts. I'm just drawing a picture in your mind so you can understand why your hair is where it's at and how you can fix it. Because it's only when you look at stuff in the face that you can fix it, right? So if you already have this hair shaft disorder, which is not hard to get, so don't beat yourself up, and then you're constantly doing the lock method and you only co-wash and you haven't used real shampoo in a year, but you just keep layering product on, you have layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of product on this hair shaft, right? So if you go in to see a cosmetologist, okay, but mind you, you ain't had hair, you haven't had heat on your hair in 4 years. You haven't had heat on your hair in 4 years. And in those 4 years, you've been doing all of the Team Natural hacks. Oh my God, I'm just now. Thank you. You are so freaking sweet. Like that just, I'm a Cancer and that just made me, you are so sweet. Like, thank you so much. I'm a crybaby. Why did you do that? Okay. Thank you. Okay. I need my bell. Ring a ding ding ling ling. I love you. So when as it pertains to the hair shaft, right? As it pertains to the hair shaft, if you're a person who's been doing the Team Natural thing, right, and you haven't been putting any heat on your hair, let's say 3-4 years, but you've been doing a lot of practices that cause breakage, and let's say you've decided, and I'm not trying to fight, I'm not trying to argue. Let's say you are a person who has decided, hey, I'm not trimming my hair. So it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years since you went natural and you have not had a trim in 4 years. So your ends keep splitting all the way up the hair shaft, right? And not only do they keep splitting up the hair shaft, you keep like finger detangling and all of these different things that cause you to do a bunch of manual manipulation that causes this split to increase even more. So then you go in to see a cosmetologist or a hairstylist and they give you a silk press. The very first thing that you have to do before you do a silk press is clarify. Because if I don't use the clarifying shampoo on your hair before I silk press, my silk press probably won't turn out right because you could possibly still have oil in the hair and things of that nature. All right. So what'll happen is a hairstylist will do a detox on a hair shaft that's like this and then go in and blow dry, and this is wide open. All of these splits that you seeing right here, I'm gonna make it bigger. All of these splits that you're seeing right here, these are all, that's the cortex. This in here, this right here, this is the cortex of the hair shaft. This is where all of the melanin lives. This is where the disulfide bonds that are making your hair curly live. If you were getting a relaxer, this is where the product would be penetrating to remove that those sulfur to sulfur linkages, those disulfide bonds. This is where the heat needs to penetrate to temporarily straighten your hair. But if it's bust wide open, the second a flat iron touches it, you're gonna get heat damage. So this is the thing. Do not get mad at me when I say this. These product lines have known this the entire time. And I know it for a fact. They've known this the entire time. But if they fix your hair shaft permanently, are you still going to buy their product? Are you going to keep buying a reconstructive conditioner all the time if you purchase it one time and it fixes your hair? It's not a rhetorical question, yes or no. Just say yes or no. Are you going to continue to buy a product and make a company millions of dollars buying it one time? None of these brands have made it to be $1 million brands through selling one product. They sell one product multiple times, one product hundreds of times. Because when you buy the product, you also are locked into a routine, which I'm not knocking and I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just telling you what it is. Go look up this hair shaft disorder. I'm not making it up. I don't have a reason to. I really don't. So go look it up. All right, let's keep going. Are y'all okay? Give me a 5 if you're okay. Give me a 5 if you're all right. All right. So is this you? Single strand knots, flaky or itchy scalp, dry hair and scalp breakage, or a growth ball? You're constantly going through the same thing over and over again. Do you have over 9 products that you never use? Be honest, y'all. Be honest. Be honest. I'm your friend. I'm not judging you, girl. I'm your friend. Do you do big chops almost every year? Do you have the same thinning spot? Do you have over 10 tools that you never use? Do you have the longest wash days known to man? Whoa. We need to target the problem, and the problem is the process. All right. As we've talked about previously, I need you guys to know. Let's go ahead and jump back over here just really quick. Just really quick for anybody that is just coming in. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. For anybody that's just coming in, remember this: when I bring stuff up, first of all, nothing that y'all say online offends me. It may irritate me sometimes, like, oh, I should punch you in the face. That's the Detroit side. I'm sorry, I'm working on myself, but it never offends me. My father taught me, and Lord bless his soul, he passed away 9 years ago, but my father taught me how to alchemize, how to turn, how to use negativity for positivity. So please understand, anytime that I make a video and I'm sharing what you view as a negative comment, is never a negative comment to me. It is always a learning experience. I love you guys so much. All right. Listen, this is why we're having this conversation for this comment here. Thank you so much for being an example. Talking shit. I think you just don't show the results that you promote. I understand the person's comment. This isn't hate, it's just real. You do give a lot of advice that doesn't work for you. This is the thing. The advice that I give works for me. All right. I need y'all to go research hydrogenated suppurativa and look at the pictures. Yeah. Thank God I don't have a severe case of hydrogenated suppurativa, but I do get it in my scalp, which is on the rare side. A lot of people get it in their scalp, but it's on the rare side. So give me a 2 if you've ever seen a man that has, especially black men, that'll have those razor bumps and they be like pus-filled bumps on the back of their neck. That's hydrogenated suppurativa. Those aren't shaving bumps. That's HS. All right. And it comes in the scalp. I get those same things, right? So, no love. She was trying to say my hair looks thin. So how am I gonna tell y'all how to grow y'all hair when my hair was looking thinner in some of the videos? That's what she was saying, babe. So, which is fine. But the reason that I come on here and I share this information is because I do have something that'll make stuff easier for you. Like, I have had hydrogenated suppurativa my entire life, all right? And I know how to grow my hair back when it happens. Like, you guys, if you remember correctly, this is a spoiler. I'm not supposed to be showing y'all this, but this was a really thin side. As you can see, it's thickened back up. And this was the completely bald side. And as you can see, like, it's thickening back up. So it's like, I know exactly how to repair the follicle. I know exactly how to rebuild those cells. If your hair is in the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle, right, where your hair is no longer growing, it's just resting, which is what most women are having. Most women think they have alopecia, but you don't have alopecia. You just have telogen effluvium, and your hair isn't coming through the follicle. It's sitting in the follicle because you were stressed in some way, shape, or form. We'll talk about that in the 7-day challenge, or we'll talk about that. We'll get to that. But that is why, all right, like, it's not because you need magic products. That's not the thing. And I need y'all to understand, like, the majority of people that y'all been getting y'all information from are in their 20s. So their bodies haven't even came to the place yet where it has begun to stop producing certain amino acids. But a lot of them have been getting older. And that's why you see a lot of people like random cutting their hair and stuff like that, right? Your hair has grown amazingly since you cut it off. I don't have to deal with scarring alopecia because of you. Really? Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. What happened? And how long has it been growing back? And that's what I'm saying. Most of the problems that you guys think are permanent are not freaking permanent. Most of you guys are walking around thinking that you have alopecia and y'all don't have alopecia. Y'all have telogen effluvium. Like a lot of y'all don't have alopecia. And a lot of the forms of alopecia y'all have are either self-inflicted or extremely reversible, all right? Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, player. Don't go. Please don't go. All right. I'm not going to be on here too much longer because I got to cook for my kids, but hold on. Just answer these last couple questions. Then we're going to get back to the webinar, and then I'll answer questions. Then we're going to go because someone already was talking trash about you, saying that I had to check them. And this is the thing. Like I said, I love y'all so much, but I don't want you. I don't even want you wasting your energy. I love that y'all defend me, but I don't even want you to. I don't want you to pay attention to that. My dad used to always say, like, a word never received is a word never spoken. Like if I don't receive it, it doesn't fucking exist. Like whoever the person is that's talking about me, she's hurting herself. Like one of my prayers, and y'all can take this however y'all want to take it. Like one of my main prayers is for God to protect me against anybody that's coming up against me because my intentions are pure. And my God, my creator knows my intentions. So anybody that spends time out of their life typing anything against me, that comes against me in any way, shape, or form, that's on you. So I don't even want y'all getting in that line. Like, stay out of alignment with that. I don't want you defending me against bullshit because then you in alignment with them. I don't care. If y'all want to spend y'all time coming up against me, then go ahead. Because like if the shit that we've been going through haven't taught y'all to stop fucking with people, then I don't know what will. Like you never know who is protecting somebody spiritually. So talk on Reddit as much as you want. Let them talk, baby. Please do. I love you so much. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Read through these comments and then we're going back so we can finish up. I found Cyn 3 weeks ago and washed my daughter's hair this weekend without breaking for the first time in her life. Her message works. Listen. And I'm not this, and this is the thing that confuses me. I don't understand what there is fucking negative. I'm grown. What there is negative to say about me because I'm not trying. Like, yeah, you can buy an ebook because, like we talked about, there's an exchange. Like, I'm not giving away stuff for free, and I don't expect you to give anything to me for free. I'm paying for everything. I don't even want anything free. I don't want it. I don't. So yes, like of course you'll pay for ebooks, my courses and things of that nature. But like most of the women, like this woman here, I don't think, have you paid for anything? Have you taken a course for me? I don't think she's taken a course for me. I don't think she's ever spent any money with me. This is free information. I'm just when I sell you a course, when I go and I talk about the my 7-day challenge, I'm just giving you a structured breakdown. Maybe you don't have time to go binge watch all my videos. So I'm giving you everything like, here it is. But listen, I'm not I'm not here to argue or to prove myself to anybody. I am a scientist, and I do experiments. And once I get a hypothesis, I test it like crazy, and then I draw my conclusion and I test my conclusion. And through my 17-year career, coming up on 18 years, I've had over 45,000, not 4,500, over 45,000 test subjects. So I know what I'm talking about. I do, regardless. And I love myself so much that I am willing to not sabotage myself. And I'm willing to say, like, hey, what I have is valuable. It is. And here it is, packaged. You can take it or leave it. But what I'm also telling you is that you can go and just binge watch the hundreds of videos that I have on my channel, and you can literally just get a notebook, get this herbal book that's right here, and study your body. Become a master of your body. That's what the guru is about. On the guru, I'm not on the guru like, oh, hell, Cyn Doll. No. And I'm not the guru. That's not what the guru is about. The guru ain't about, oh, hell, Cyn Doll. No. You become the guru. Yeah. I'm not trying to create a bunch of puppets. I don't want puppets. I don't like puppets. I don't. They're weird. They're creepy. I am not trying to create a bunch of fans. I'm not. I am the bridge between the professional and the consumer. I am the bridge between the bullshit and the stuff that you know deep down don't make no sense. The bridge between the creation, which is you, and maintenance for the creation, period. Science is a study of the creator's creation, period. When people, forget science. No. A scientist is studying God. What do you mean? And the way that God meant for the pieces to fit. And then once I discover the way that the pieces fit, I show you. That's it. Hold on, I gotta text my husband. Sorry, y'all. I stopped with the natural hair hacks. I started blow drying my hair and not allowing it to stay wet. That really changed my hair health. I also started getting trims from a cosmetologist. Listen, it's easy. Like, it has been if there are any other cosmetologists in here, I know I saw at least 3. Please, if you don't agree, just don't say no. Keep your comments to yourself. So no. But like, has it blown your mind to see people air drying their hair? Or, I'm air drying my hair, it take 4 days. Like, what in the total hell? It's 10 times more damaging to air dry your hair than it is to blow dry it. Oh my God. Hi, Pumpkin. Oh, your hair has gotten so thick and pretty. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. You guys are spoiling me today. Thank you. I need to get my bell out. You're only a danger to someone who's scamming or in denial. Listen, I agree 100%. That's why I said at the beginning of this, if at any point in time that I offend you, write it down. And before you go to bed tonight, God, like, write it in your journal. Why am I offended by her saying that? She just talking about hair. Anytime something sparks a negative emotion in you, you need to find out why. Write that shit down. Like, why am I so irritated by her saying that? What about what she said was wrong? I have purchased an ebook and I am in your 7-day challenge. Oh, see, listen. So speaking of the 7-day challenge, and then we hopping back into this webinar, because listen, I'm gonna give y'all some of this science, and then you can get a full dosage on the 7-day challenge. But anyway, I just want y'all to know, like, I am so freaking passionate about the 7-day challenge that it doesn't make any sense. We've had 3 different volumes. The first volume was free. The second volume was $35, and this third volume is $100. Now, the people from the free 7-day challenge do not have access to volume 2, which is the $35 level, right? But the people who start the 7-day challenge now will have access to everything from the second 7-day challenge. All right. But if you are in the current 7-day challenge, all of your information is the same. Literally nothing is changing for you. Nothing is changing. All of your information is the same. And I gave you 2 upgrades within our group. Everybody, if you are not within the group, email me when this is over and I will add you to the group. Okay. But make sure that you are added to the group and look through there, because there are 2 like 1 minute is like 1 minute. One video is like 45 minutes long and the other one is like 30 minutes long. And so you have 2 additional videos on top of that second challenge, right? On top of the things that came with it. But this, baby, listen, this phase 3 of my 7-day challenge, which is $100, is, listen, like on top of everything that you got in the first 7-day challenge, it's an additional like 2 hours of content on top of like the 35 minutes. Like 35 minutes worth of content that you had in the first one, which is why I was $35. All right. So yeah, I love you guys so much. And like I said, the 7-day challenge is something that I am extremely passionate about. You finally ordered your other. Yes, you just ordered your product from the challenge. You ready, fam? We out here. And babe, if you're not in the group, you are in the group. If you're not, email me so I can add you, because you have to be in the group. See, we got my 7-day challenge members up in this thing today. Cosmetologist here. Yes, clients think that it's best. Why? Who knows? Listen. This is a cosmetologist here, right here. And I know y'all have some dusty ones. Me Flair, I'm sure I'm probably saying your name wrong, but I'm pretty sure you've seen, met, and dealt with the work of some dusty ass cosmetologists. We are not negating that there's dusty cosmetologists out there, but my God. My God. Make the Mark oil recipe. If you're inside of Guru VIP, yes. Just the random free blog post, no. The free blog post is always just going to be like the basic version of it. All right, so we're going to hop back into this. We are through the questions. Let's go. So we aren't going to be in here this long. All right, so just talk to the cosmetologist. So the first thing that we need to do, like, and Cosmo, if you in here, just shoot them up with 9s. Anytime you agree with me, just give me a bunch of 9s and a bunch of hearts, right? If we on the same page, all right? So when you go into a cosmetologist's goal is never like, oh, let me get this product. Like if you sitting there and you booking a consultation with a cosmetologist and you saying, oh, my hair is breaking off, I'm getting burning in the scalp, and you just saying all of these different things, you want to know the furthest thing from her mind? Telling you what product to use, telling you what product to go buy is the furthest thing away from a licensed cosmetologist's mind when you tell her that you have a problem with your hair. The very first, like, I'm not thinking anything about a hair product because I went to school and I keep furthering my education, and I know that a product is only a band-aid. And I know that if I want to cure the problem for my client, I have to go deep within my clients hair growth cycle and figure out what she or he has been doing to stop, to limit, or to slow down any part of the hair growth cycle. I need to figure out where in the hair growth cycle my client is running into blocks, where they're running into problems, right? Then, right, we still haven't got to a product yet. We still haven't got to a product yet. Once I go ahead and figure out what the problem is that they're having, and then I think I have a hypothesis, because a cosmetologist is a scientist, baby, if you find a good one. So then I go in, right after I go within and target the problem. I figure out what the problem is, right? And now that I know what the problem is, that's just my hypothesis. I'm guessing based on my education that I got in school, right? Based on my education, I'm going to guess what's possibly going on with her head. Then after I make my hypothesis, I'm going to wipe the slate clean so I can get rid of everything that don't belong, so I can really assess my client's scalp and hair shaft. This is what a detoxifying treatment is for. This is what clarifying shampoos are for, all right? Products are tools. They are not the answer. They are tools. So after I figure out, okay, that's my client's problem, then I'm going to go and do a detox. After I do the detox, then I can really start testing my hypothesis based on all my years of experience, all of my clients, all of my years of training, what I learned in cosmetology school, what I learned after cosmetology school. Then, and only then, can we sit down and think of a pattern and a hairstyle, what's going to be the best hairstyle for my client. And then based on what hairstyles, do y'all notice that I haven't picked a product yet? I still haven't said anything about a hair product yet. Still. Because at the beginning, the only thing that I was pressed about is knowing my client's porosity. I still haven't picked a product. Look at Mimi Flair. She's a licensed cosmetologist. And if I'm not mistaken, she's been doing it for over 10 years. I still haven't said nothing about a hair product yet. All right. So once I figure out what hairstyle my client needs or wants, then I'm going to ask her about her lifestyle so I can figure out if whether or not she can even do it. Because guess what? If she want a silk press and she tell me she work out all the time, I'm going to tell her a silk press not for you. It ain't for you. So then we're going to go back to the drawing board and we're going to keep going based on what her scalp's profile is. And then we'll get to a solution. We'll pick a style and a routine. And when we pick that style and routine, then we get a hair product. Hey, that's when we pick a hair product. At the very end, a hair product is the very last step. It is the very last step. Hey, so you have to do a self-consultation before you go to anybody. Do a self-consultation before you go to anybody. Like, what do I need? What's going on with my scalp? Is my scalp breaking? Is it dry? Is it flaking? Is it burning? How often do I wash my hair? Am I washing my hair enough? What am I eating? These are all of the questions that you need to ask. So that's what I mean. Like, I'm never here trying to offend anybody or anything. Never. I want you guys to ask these questions, all right? So I'm going through all of these because the 7-day challenge, they already got these, so I don't want them to get mad at me. So far, what do you think you need to change? And again, this isn't the full PDF for the 7-day challenge. They got an edited version with a lot more pages and stuff like that. And this is just one of many PDFs that are in there, by the way. But what do you need to change, if anything, right? What do you need to change, if anything? And lastly, well, not lastly, I just need y'all to really answer all of these questions. All of them. Everybody give me a thumbs up and everybody answer this question for me right now. This is a quiz. I need you to give me your answer right now. All right. What makes hair curly? If you've been listening to me while we've been in here, This is easy. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I would like to chat you privately. Let me hear from you. If you want to chat with me privately, then you can book a one-on-one consultation on my website. Let me know if you want the link and I'll send it to you. Okay, there we go. Boo. Yes, so it's the diameter of the follicle. So I want y'all to always remember to do both. Because I know y'all not gonna listen to me about this one thing. I know y'all still gonna be cussing people out in groups. I know y'all still gonna be cussing them out. So if y'all going at them, don't just say one of them because it's two things. So it's going to be the size of the follicle and the amount of disulfide bonds within the hair's cortex. Say that. Write it down. I'm going to say it again because you got to say it just like that because you smart. The size of the hair's follicle and the amount of disulfide bonds present within the hair's cuticle. All right? Because y'all not going to listen to me. Y'all going to be in there cussing them out. I know. Amount of protein in the hair. Yes, yes. So always say that. Always say that. All right. All right. So let's get back. Let's get back over here. Right. Alrighty. So again, size of the follicle. So you guys are right. This is somebody who has straight hair, and no one is better than nobody else. All right, player. So the somebody who has naturally straight hair, and normally, I'm not saying all Asian people, but normally Asian people have a completely round, cute follicle. I'm sorry, and so the hair just comes out straight. And then somebody who has more Caucasian hair, or not even just Caucasian, honestly, anybody that's not really black has different variations of this type of bid in the follicle, but most of the time it's different size curves or different oval shapes. And then the flatter the follicle gets, the curlier the hair gets. So obviously this is somebody with curly hair, and the flatter it is, that's how it goes, right? So this is why I'm always trying to show you these things. Everybody right now, take a screenshot. I need you to have a screenshot of this so you can understand what your hair shaft looks like. Because if you can understand what your scalp looks like, you'll understand that you don't need to put things on it. Right? Because this is the thing. When we're talking about your hair growth cycle, when I'm talking about the anagen phase, the telogen phase, and all of that, this is all happening right here. You see right here? This is where all of this is happening. So when we're talking about the anagen phase is within this cycle right here, right here within this bulb, within this hair root, within the follicle. You see where it says hair root, hair follicle. That is the place where through the anagen phase of the hair growth cycle, your hair follicle is producing new hair growth cells. That is what's happening. Again, take a screenshot of this. Through that, well, I'm going to take myself off the screen again because I'm in the way. So that's something that I really want you to pay attention to, right? When we're talking about this over here, all of this over here, this all is taking place under the scalp. So if you put some product on the hair, like something like coconut oil, and I'm just using it for an example, something that will penetrate, but once it penetrates, it'll stay here. All right, it's going to stay here. And the same thing for any type of heavy comedogenic oil that'll block the follicle, right? So what you'll do, it'll go all through here, and you're like, oh, this is helping my hair grow. But what you really need to be paying attention to, look at, you see these blood vessels right here? Give me a 5 real quick if you see the blood vessels. Real quick, give me a 5 if you see these blood vessels, the red line and the blue line. So right here, this is the connection of your blood supply and your hair's follicle. So the catagen phase of the hair growth cycle is the phase of the hair growth cycle where this blood supply detaches itself from here, from the hair follicle, right? And then once it detaches itself, it rests for the telogen phase, it rests, it stays there for a minute, and then it falls out. But if you are a person who has hydro fatigue, aka moisture overload is when the follicle of the hair shaft is being forced to swell and unswell over and over and over and over and over again. When does that happen? When you have a bunch of products on your hair, or when your hair is always wet. So the more the follicle swells and unswells, it starts to irritate this area down here. Y'all, please hear me. The more it swells and unswells, it starts to irritate this portion here. That's why you'll notice a lot of women will say, oh, my hair is falling out, it's thinning. And on top of your hair thinning, you also have burning in the scalp. You also have itching, and your scalp is sensitive to the touch. Even touching it hurts. Why? Because your follicle is detaching itself from the blood supply. So if you go back, like we was talking about before, and you look at your patterns and you look at all of the things that you do to lead your follicle to swell and unswell. So if you wet in the hair all the time, if you are a person who lets their hair dry for 3-4 days, listen, I know a lot of y'all favorite YouTubers do it, but go check. I bet money she under 20, she under 30, or she like 31, 32. But when you hit your 40s and your 50s, listen. And hair weathering takes a long time to show up. Some people it takes longer than normal, but the catagen phase of the hair growth cycle is here. This area right here that we talking about, right where this blood is connected. So when we're talking about sebaceous gland, this is the sebaceous gland. I did not make this printout. I did not. Sebaceous gland, parentheses, oil. Sebaceous, oil. Look at the connection. Listen to me, you guys. I'm not trying to argue with y'all. I'm not trying to debate whoever's on Reddit. Tell them to read these nuts. It's not a big deal. Listen, look at this. This is the hair follicle. Look at the sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland, this is the exit for the sebaceous gland, right? It comes straight out of here. The oil is stored in this sac right here. That is right. It do look like a little sac, little nut sac on in the inside. So, so right here, these two little balls, oh my God, Cynthia, grow up, are full of oil. So the oil comes directly through here and straight up this part, and then it travels directly up the hair shaft. But look, the reason that most women are having traction alopecia, seborrheic dermatitis happens at this point right here. You constantly greasing the scalp. You constantly washing the hair and putting oils and butters on the scalp. So the sebaceous gland produces oil that comes through here, and it travels up the hair shaft, but it stops right here if the scalp is covered with oils and butters. Regardless of how you want to feel, it blocks it. So there's a thick coating on the scalp, so this oil can't come out. So it just, and also within this gland is an acid that clears excess sebum from the scalp in between your washes. So the reason that your scalp is burning and sizzling is because within this duct there is acid and oil trapped. That is why when you go to a dermatologist, they prescribe you something. Most women be like, oh, I stopped using it because it made my scalp feel dry. Well, it needs to. It needs to dry out the oil, and it needs to dry out this blockage of oil that is here. That's the pain that you feel. The pain that you feel in your scalp is from a blocked sebaceous gland. This is a fact. And then on top of that, look at this. Pour for the sweat gland duct directly on the scalp. This is why I experience outbreaks from seborrheic dermatitis, Lord, hidradenitis suppurativa in my scalp, because the sweat gland is right here. So when the sweat gland becomes inflamed, it makes a like bump on my scalp, and then wherever there are hair follicles on top of that bump, the hair follicle, the hair that's there falls out, and then the hair that is within my hair's follicle goes into telogen effluvium, which is the resting stage of the hair growth cycle. So that is why I know for a fact my 7-day challenge works. All right, because within my 7-day challenge, I am teaching you the exact steps that I use to grow my hair back if I have an outbreak from overinflammation of the scalp, right? But you guys, stay with me. Like, give me a 5 if you know. If you with me, like, let me know if you with me. All right. So remember, this is the sweat gland. Peep game. The sweat gland is right here. All this sweat, acid, all of that. Boom, boom, boom. Right on the scalp. Oil right on the scalp. And look, peep game. Look at where the sebaceous gland is. It's filling up this area. There's space on this side of the hair follicle, this side, and at the bottom. The oil fills the entire hair shaft. So if you just simply keep your scalp clean and comb your freaking hair, the oil comes directly out of this gland up through the hole up the hair shaft. What in the hell are we arguing about, y'all? What is there to argue about? Let's talk in the comments. Did you learn anything? Let's talk in the chat. Let me know. Again, this is what this beauty was talking about here. Remember in the comments, I had somebody say that they've been doing their research, and upon doing their research, they're learning that most of the things that we are dealing with all are coming from the scalp. Let's read it again. Listen, if you were not here for the beginning, I need you to go and read it again. Go at the very beginning so you can see what I'm saying. All right, based on what you just saw, listen to what I'm about to say, and then I'm going back to give you an example of what this woman has discovered from simply watching my videos, taking notes, not being argumentative, and just going in. All right. I was doing some research about the sebaceous glands, and girl, I couldn't believe that it was related to pimples, blackheads, acne due to hormonal balances, which led to overproduction of sebum. Hey, it makes a lot of sense. We just need to stay hydrated. That's within the body. Not hydrating our hair, baby. By you hydrating your body, the sebaceous gland produces enough oil to keep your hair hydrated. All right. We just need to stay hydrated and consume the right amount of foods that are rich in omega-3s, which are responsible for skin hydration. And I guess it's the same for the scalp. It's exactly the same. It goes to the scalp first. Everything happens in the scalp first. All right. The work is done in the scalp. The hair shaft is just a manifestation of the things that have been going on in the follicle. Okay. It looks like we don't need to oil our scalp at all. Maybe just oil detangling. Listen, hey, again, sebaceous gland. Take a screenshot. Everybody, please take a screenshot and give me a 1. Just put a 1 after you took the screenshot. Give it to me. Even if you watching me on your TV, on your laptop, on your tablet, take a screenshot and send it to me. Okay? Take a screenshot. I need you to have this. There is no reason for us to keep arguing about whether or not we're supposed to grease our scalp. So when we're talking about bumps and pimples, you just heard what she said. This is a visual representation of what this woman was studying. All right. So the sebaceous gland is right there. Look at this. Look at this. The sebaceous gland is right here. Look at this yellow. This line point in here. Look at the yellow. The yellow is the sebum, the oil. Look at how it's sticking. Mind you, I need you to do your research. Do not take my word for this. Go and Google this yourself. Google sebum. Google it and say, what texture is sebum? And it's going to tell you sebum is a waxy texture. It's a waxy substance. Wax does what? It clings, correct? Yes. A waxy substance. It's not a regular oil like the oil that you purchase at the store, my baby. No, it is not. It is a waxy substance. Look at this illustration. The illustration is showing you that this waxy substance comes out and is stuck to your hair automatically. Literally, all you have to do is follow a routine that keeps the scalp clean so that the sebum can stay stuck to that hair shaft. Look, the illustration is showing you that microscopically under an electron microscope, there is enough room for the sebum and the hair shaft to get out. So your hair shaft is growing out of the follicle coated in oil. But it's not if you filling these holes up with products, it's not doing it. This is what happens when the follicle is clogged. Look at this. The healthy one is narrow. There's nothing else in there, but the more products you put in, the more oils you put in, the more things you put on the scalp, the more you feel this line, the more you feel the follicle. And once the follicle is full, there is a pimple. There is a clog. And once the follicle is clogged, as soon as the follicle gets clogged, it detaches itself from the blood supply, causing pain and causing hair fall. It's just what it is. I love you guys. Take a screenshot of this. Understand hair loss, understand breakage. When a licensed cosmetologist is telling you you have to clip your ends, she's telling you that she wants you to clip your ends because look at this illustration right here. So if you just try to hold on and you don't cut where that split is, this is just going to keep traveling up the hair shaft. And once it gets to the root, it is going to start breaking within the root. Look, it's still attached. If your hair breaks here, it just continues to break until it gets to the follicle. It keeps breaking. It's going to look, I'm still going all the way down. It's like a run in your stockings. It's going to break all the way down here. And then once it gets down there, look at this illustration. Look, once it breaks all the way down there, then it detaches itself from the blood supply. The thing that's holding your hair to the blood supply is the bottom of the bulb. So if your ends start splitting at the very top, I'm going to go back. You have to understand what I'm saying. If this end splits, it's going to keep splitting all the way here. And once it splits at the bottom of the bulb, it splits at the blood supply and it detaches itself from the blood supply. And then you get balding. All right. So the 7-day challenge is literally all about giving you a roadmap to get you from point A to point B, from 0 to 5. It is the simplest routine that you will ever have, to the point there are so many people who are like confused. Like there is no freaking way that I am getting these results with just this small little routine, just a way of understanding a workout routine, a fitness routine that causes my body to get enough oxygen flow to keep producing new cells in the anagen phase of the hair growth cycle, me learning even more information about my body and the things that I'm dealing with, my diet, me understanding what products I need to use based on the things that we just talked about. This is something that I really want you guys to all think about. All right. Here is one of my testimonials. All right. She says, I've been doing the 7-day challenge since about the summer, and I no longer experiment with products and waste money. I'm still impressed. Listen, both pictures are about 6 months apart. Just 6 months. I'm not telling you any miracle cure. No, you will not take my 7-day challenge and within the first 5 minutes, your hair is down your back. No, but it teaches you consistency that will last. You will not keep going over the same patterns over and over again. Once you learn this pattern and routine, even if you run into a flaw or a hiccup, you can fix it. And that's the main objective of my challenge, because I have an autoimmune disorder that doesn't have a cure right now. So the thing is, I have to have a routine that helps me repair stuff repetitively, because I'm repairing things repetitively. Autoimmune means it can happen at any time. I'm in remission right now, but I could literally eat a cheeseburger tomorrow and it'll happen again. So I know exactly how to fix it on a regular basis. And I teach you that pattern and that routine for you. And you don't even have an autoimmune disorder that messes with your scalp. All right. Listen, I'm still impressed. Both pictures are 6 months apart. I also get my hair professionally styled / trimmed. And I do my own hair between appointments. So she goes to a cosmetologist or a hairstylist for maintenance. There for maintenance. It's still your responsibility, boo. But she has a routine. She can get it done. My hairdresser said I take really good care of my hair. Thank you, Cyn. Look, listen, this is 6 months apart. Black shirt was before. This one right here is after. You can increase your density. You can increase your volume. You can increase length. It's about so much more than increasing length. All right. Because look, peep game, her hair was kind of, when you look at it, it was probably about the same length, but look at her volume and density between the two. Yeah. You guys. I love you guys so much. All right. Like let's just really get into it. I really want you to go ahead and take a picture. I just wanted to share my testimony from following Cyn for the last 2 years. The third photo was taken on December 26th, 2021. The first 2 photos are my hair today. Listen, if you're doubting Cyn, then continue. Continue to do what works for you. But I'm here to tell you that ever since I stopped listening to Team Natural and started following the science, my hair has never been better. This is the healthiest my hair has been in years, literally years. Thank you, Cyn, for teaching us how to care for our hair. I honestly can't believe how good my hair looks and feels. And this is her hair. This is a picture showing what she was talking about. All right. Listen, I am not selling you nothing that you cannot produce yourself. All right. Look at this. Look, it's not a game. This is from day 1 of my 7-day challenge, whether it was the free tier, whether it was the second tier, or whether it's this third one. And the third one, listen, if you thought the second one was something, whoa. All right. Take a screenshot of this. I'm not going to read it all for you, but I have testimonials for days from my members. This is a member from Guru. All right. My private platform, you guys. Now, you have so many things you can take advantage of. Let's do this one.
Now, there is a very big difference between a oil and a serum. When we are talking about oils like walnut oil, hemp seed oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and things of that nature.
Yeah, we go really deep. I'm going so deep into every aspect of everything that we talked about in this video, giving you real actionable steps to implement, you guys. All right. So that's the 7-day challenge. You guys know all about that. If the 7-day challenge isn't for you, you may want to try just a little miniature support from Guru 101. Guru 101 is my private platform. Now, this is the portion where I have private blog posts and the videos that go up here on YouTube. Guru 101, get them unedited. And they also have their own portal, right, where they have their own videos. So with Guru 101, you can come in there and ask me a question like basically how we're live here on YouTube, right? You can go within the group on Guru 101 or just the Guru group and ask the question, and then I will make a long video, as long as it needs to be, just for you. Within the group, there are videos that are over an hour long. However long it needs to be for you, that's what it is. All right. Take a screenshot. This is everything that you get with Guru 101. With Guru Elite, I know you guys have probably noticed that a lot of my videos are missing here on YouTube. All of my old silk press videos are gone completely off of YouTube. You can only find them on Guru Elite. And if there's ever a live video that you saw, but then you don't see it, it's on Guru Elite. So Guru Elite, they have everything that Guru 101 gets. And they also have their own private TV portal with hundreds of videos. So literally every silk press video I've ever made is there. And if a video was once public here on YouTube and is not anymore, it is on Guru Elite. All right. Now, next up, we have Guru One. Oh, no, Guru VIP. I'm so sorry. Guru VIP, you get Guru 101, Guru Elite, and a full lecture hall portal. Okay, there are hundreds of videos there going deeply into the science of hair, My 7-day challenge is included within you joining Guru VIP. So if you join Guru VIP, you don't need to do the 7-day challenge because it's already there. All right, but yeah, there is so much information for you there in the Business Guru. It's something that I have for those of you who are ready to take your lives to the next level. We have so many different things going on in the world, and everybody's trying to figure out what they can do for money. And within Business Guru, I teach you how I was able to completely stop doing hair. Listen, me stopping doing hair is the equivalent to a nurse being like, I quit my job and leave it with no exit plan. That's what I did. And in Business Guru, I'm showing you how I was able to keep the same exact type of lifestyle, if not better, with working from home, but still in the cosmetology field. And it doesn't have anything to do with just cosmetology. Literally any field that you can think of, I'm teaching you how to dominate it. All right. So, and for you enrolling, right, you get so much. You get so much. Look. But most people online are really into like, we have so many different live broadcasts. You will have access to the portal and a family that is so there for you. All right. Everybody who is a part of the Guru, everybody who has taken the 7-day challenge within the group, we are all supporting each other 24/7. All right. So make sure that you sign up. Here are your 3 enrollment options. All right. Guru 101 is $9.99 a month. Guru Elite is $16.99 a month. And Guru VIP, for the highest value, in my opinion, is $19.99 a month. I'm just being honest. People, I always tell you, start at $9.99 if that makes you feel better. It's fine. I love you. Do your thing, right? I appreciate you so much for just the support. Thank you. But everybody who starts off with $9.99 always goes over and upgrades to the $19.99. All right, because there's just so much freaking information. If you think that I give information on YouTube, listen. All right. Also, the bonuses, you know, all the ebooks that I have. Listen, you basically are getting a crap load of ebooks like automatically when you sign up because there's so many free PDFs. You get them with every lesson that I have. All right. So make sure that you guys subscribe to my website and everything because it's free. And let's get to chatting. Like, I'm going to answer some of you guys' questions and then we're going to head out. All right. And also let me know if you want me to share my screen with you, because if you want, I'll let you guys look inside of I'll let you guys go ahead and look inside of my website. Inside of Guru VIP, I'm sorry. Inside the portals. Let me know. I'll let you see it. I'll let you see it. baby. I just see it. Okay, ask your questions. Don't be shy. Let's talk. All right, let me go back up. Here we go. Getting off of here at 5:30, at least 5:30 at the latest. It could be before that. So what really causes dandruff if you don't oil your scalp at all? Dandruff is a bacteria infection. So greasing your scalp isn't the only thing that can cause bacteria to build up in the scalp. How long do you, it's not a trick question. I'm not being a smart ass. How often do you wash your hair? How often do you wash your hair? How do you restore blood flow back into the hair bulb? So, excuse me, that was gross. Can't answer that question because I give you step-by-step direction on how to restore the blood flow back into the hair bulb in the 7-day hair challenge. That's what it's all about. So I can't answer that here. Sorry. I think blood flow can come from, it can, but if your follicle, if your hair shaft detached itself from the blood supply, then massaging your scalp isn't going to do anything because the follicle is no longer attached to the blood supply. So no, that's not true, babe. Turn on those post notifications. I normally try to do that. I will say that I have seen a difference in the top, working on growing my hair back in the middle again. And then, too, I need you to remember this. Everybody, male or female, there are two places. We have male pattern baldness and female pattern baldness. Male pattern baldness happens here, right? Female pattern baldness happens along the part lines or in the middle of the head. This is why I'm constantly telling y'all that once the body hits 30, it stops producing amino acids, right? The amino acids are what grow your hair. The amino acids and the different things that go into everything in the body are what is growing your hair. So if you are feeling burning in the scalp, or if you see thinning in the area, that means that your body is deficient in the area. You can eat your way back to it. You can eat your way there. You can. So remember that, like, everybody, and I think that's what's confusing everybody, because y'all get on YouTube and y'all see all of these young ass girls that don't have thinning hair in the middle or on the edges or nothing, but their body is still producing those amino acids. They're 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. A lot of the people that y'all learn from are nowhere near 30. So they don't have those issues yet. So you think that there's something wrong with you. I'm about to be 33 years old. I've had 2 children. My uterus cut open twice. And life's been life and stress caused, like, and with HS2, listen, baby, if you 30 plus and you have a thin spot in the middle of your head, there is nothing freaking wrong with you. There's no product that you need to go buy. What you need to do is change your patterns, your routines, and you need to start ingesting the amino acids that your body is no longer producing, period. But because you're always taking your advice from young girls whose bodies haven't even went through the process that yours is currently in, you look at them and you think that something is wrong with you because everything that you see looks opposite of you, and you trying to figure out what you can do to be like them. Get younger, be 25 again. The hell, like, when you die, you gonna have the same amount of teeth that you had when you first walked up in this motherfucker. None. So why do you think that you're gonna have all the hair that you had when you left? Your body's no longer producing certain amino acids. You have to eat them up. This is the reason why my father died at 60 something and my husband's auntie is 102 years old. My dad wanted to eat macaroni and cheese, greens, green beans, like anything that was healthy, he called yang food. That's what he called it. I'm not being disrespectful. That's what my daddy called it. I don't know what that means. That's what he said. My dad was for, I'm gonna say maybe like 5 or 6 years, he walked around limping. We didn't know what it was. The more time went by, he was in excruciating pain to like sometimes we would be sitting there and there would just be tears rolling down his face because he was in so much pain. He started having blood in his urine and stuff like that. So at that point, he couldn't be the stubborn black guy no more. And he had to go to the doctors. He had to go to the hospital. My father never told us what they said, but after he got his test results back, his entire demeanor changed. And I'm gonna say every time we was together after that, it was so hard to be around him. He was like, I feel like I'm dying. 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 And of course, you don't want to hear that. You like, Dad, no. But he did. And I'm almost positive that my father had them sign something that said that they couldn't give us the details. Because after my father had his thing and they gave him his test results, they told my father that he had to come in to get his test results. They didn't want to give him that news over the phone. My father died maybe like 2 weeks later. Yeah. But my husband's auntie is 102 years old. And you want to know what she eat all the time? She got a set diet. Asparagus. Like I'm not about to name it right now, but I can name her entire diet right now. And it don't consist of none of the stuff that we eat. She fuels her body. That's why she's 102 years old. And there are women who are in their 80s that walk up to her and be like, girl, I'm old enough to be your mama. And she like, I don't think so. How old are you? Oh, I'm 84. She like, well, I'm 102. Yeah. It's for real. Back in the middle is the most neglected, but putting it to sections to take care of that section. See the breaker split sections. Is it okay to use OLAPLEX shampoo and conditioner every week? Absolutely, but not for C. Don't use a clarifier from anybody every week. I don't care who they are, even OLAPLEX. But yes, you can use OLAPLEX every time you wash your hair. Yes, you can. Yes, and you can go eat more water too. Oh my God, just eat the water. Just eat it. So basically, we need to maintain a healthy diet and have a good shampoo and conditioner every 2 weeks. Maintain trims and oil the hair, not the scalp. Oh my God, that's fucking it. That's it. And it must be done consistently. God damn it. We can go. CB, we can go now. We don't have to be here. I was gonna give y'all 20 more minutes, but we can go. The light is, hold on, my husband about to come fix this light because I just got up to fix it here. Sorry, my husband about to come fix this light. So give me a minute. Go ahead, ask your last bit of questions if you have any. I'm just making sure I didn't miss somebody. Yes, you said you asked it. No, yes, you listen. That is when I tell you that is it. I don't know if the other hairstylist that was in here. Yes, Mimi Flair, you right here. Like, please, like if the other Cosmo that's in here, please. Like, that's it. This is it. I'm telling you, like, doing hair is so simple. Drying your hair should never take hours, ever. Hold on, my husband's forever. Come up here. Hold on. light. I don't know. Just give me the light. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay. Ah! I don't think that helped. I hope my husband watching this. Did that help? I don't think that helped. But yes, so I'm gonna read it again for you. A healthy diet, have a good shampoo and conditioner every 2 weeks, maintain trims. Yes, that is it. It is that simple. How often should you deep condition your hair, whether you're relaxed or natural? Thank you for saying that. Whether you relaxed or natural, it does not matter. YouTube told y'all that it's a difference. It is not one. It's not that deep. It's really not. Once again, Cosmo, that's here. I need you to back me. Yay or nay. All right. Personally, that's why I try to teach everybody about Skin Cell Turnover Week, which you'll learn exactly how to find in the 7-day challenge. But that's why I tell everybody to find their Skin Cell Turnover Week. I only would deep condition my clients' hair on their Skin Cell Turnover Week. Your scalp resets every 28 days. Every 28 days, you have new hair. And this is the thing. This is why I want y'all to learn the science of hair. Everything is connected. That's why that's the title of this video. Everything is connected. There are a lot of people like, oh, I don't believe in zodiac. I don't believe in the moon, even though it's in the sky every night. The moon has a 28-day cycle. A woman has a 28-day cycle. Your scalp and the skin on your scalp, the skin on your entire body has a 28-day cycle. So it could be a possibility that things aren't connected, but your scalp got 28 days, your uterus got 28 days, the moon got 28 days. Like, I just keep it simple. So every 28 days is when you should be doing your scalp detox. This is probably TMI, but I don't take birth control and I'm not having any more kids. So I track my cycle through this app. And I track my cycle through this app. And because I track my cycle through this app, I know when I'm shedding. And when I'm shedding, when I'm done, when my body is done shedding, then that following week is my new cycle, my new moon cycle. So during the beginning of my new moon cycle is when I deep condition my hair. If I need to trim, I trim on my new moon cycle. So you don't have to believe in it. You don't have to believe in the moon. You don't. But that's how I track mine. So whether you want to talk about the moon or not, we don't got to talk about the moon. Every 28 days, your uterus resets. Every 28 days, your scalp resets. You need to target what your 28-day cycle is. I'm not saying that your skin cell turnover cycle matches your menstrual cycle, because, and this is just, I'm not saying it for sure, but most of the time you have to be really, really balanced within your body for those things to match up. Because sometimes, like if I'm stressed out or if I'm eating bad, then my cycle won't be linked up with my skin cell turnover cycle. But if my body is like moving the way that it's supposed to be moving and my body is in sync with everything, then my skin cell turnover cycle and my menstrual cycle are the same. Yeah, recently I learned and started gardening. Same. Water, nutrients, and pruning trims. That's it. It's it. Like, everybody want to compare their hair to a flower, right? Y'all want to be plants so bad, and we closing on this. Everybody want to be a plant, right? You want to be a plant. That's okay. You want to be a plant. You'll be a plant. You'll be a plant. You want to be a plant. You'll be a plant. Hold on. This light is just, it's driving me crazy. Babe, come fix it. It looks stupid. He said it's okay. No, it's not. Come here and fix it. It looks stupid. But for me, like people, everybody want to be, oh, we're plants. It's like, bro, if y'all did a plant the way that y'all did y'all hair, your plant would die for sure. Like, I remember when I first became an herbalist, I was so like, I had a whole damn garden in my house. I had a whole damn garden in my house. A whole garden in my house. All right. So I know, and when you overwater a plant, they die. Not only do they die, but little bugs, you put so much water in there, you create an environment for bacteria to grow. And when bacteria start growing, a whole bunch of bacteria start growing because there's already bacteria in the dirt. But then you add a whole bunch of water, bacteria love water. And then the bacteria just start eating on it, and then they kill the plant. And then you have bugs for you know it, you have flies and shit in the house. Listen, same thing happened with your scalp. So you when you added water to your hair, you add water to the inside of your body. You're supposed to drink it. Working on herbs this year. Oh yes, please do. I've heard if you trim your hair in a new moon cycle, it can help it grow your hair out, but I don't know how true it is. I believe it with my whole heart. I only trim on the new moon. It's the only time I trim. So I trim my hair every 10 weeks, scheduled on the new moon cycle. And if something happens and it's a little bit off the cycle and I got to do it 2 to 3 days early or late, then that's what it is. But I only trim my hair on the new moon. I'm not saying that you only supposed to trim your hair on the new moon. I'm just telling you what I do. But not every moon cycle. Yeah, only when you need the trimming. My mom said that's when her mom trims her hair and her sister with the moon. Yep. My husband being childish. I'm about to stop answering his text messages. Oh yeah, my mom said that's when her mom trimmed her hair and her sister's hair with the moon. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you really, really go back and talk to a lot of your grandmas, that's what they do. They just don't really talk about it now. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I love you so very much. I don't think anybody else has any questions. I'm gonna let y'all wait again. I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donations. And then where's the other one? You are so blessed. See, you save my hair. Listen, Tamika. What else you want? What else you need, girl? You tell me what you want, girl, and I'll do something for it, girl. What you want, girl? You tell me what you need. I ain't playing, girl. You better email me. If you having any little hiccups, girl, you better email me, girl, because I'll make your hiccups go away, girl. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, no, that's what I was asking y'all. We got 5 minutes. Give me a 2 if you want me to share the screen with you guys and show you what how to get to the 7-day challenge and what the guru platform looks like inside. Give me a 2 if you want to see it. Because I don't want to just be showing y'all for no reason if y'all want to see it. Oh my God, I'm so freaking happy that you were here. And I hold on, I'm about to, wait, don't leave yet, boo. I'm about to make you a moderator. But I got to do it on my phone. Hold on, sexy. You have to be a moderator. Like you were just, you were just Johnny on the spot today. Here we go. Hold on. Don't leave, boo. Okay. Now you can go if you need to. You are now a moderator. Thank you very much. Okay, just 1, 2. Well, look, I'll do it just for you. I'm going to show you guys, and then if I have any questions when I come back, then I'll answer those, and then we'll go. Take a picture, remember Daddy and Love. So my website is constantly being edited. I don't know why it says that I'm online, because I'm not really. By the way, if you're ever on my website, you don't want to buy nothing. You know how how YouTube is monetized. Well, guess what? My website is too. So just get over there and just click stuff and start reading stuff. Help a player out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so 7-day challenge is here. But let's say you sign up for Guru. I'll show you the sign up in a second. But let's say you sign up for Guru. You click here where it says Enter Guru. That's the portal that you go to get to get to all of these drop down lists. But you can get to all of these drop down lists obviously by just clicking them. But if you already have a Guru membership, this is how you access the info right here. Peep game. So you just click on Enter Guru, right? And once you click Enter Guru, then you are here, right? Now, the first thing you'll do, you can click here and you can see all the other members and get to know all of the other members. There are quite a few of you, and I want to say that I love you all so freaking much, all right? There's so many of you in here, and I love you all so much. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's going to take forever for it to load. So we're now going to look at everybody. I think it's just way too much stuff going on the computer right now. All right. So there are the members that you can get to know. And it's really cool because a lot of the members have relationship and stuff. And then next up, you can click here to go to the group, right? And this is perfect because, like it says here, you can get updates on all the content. So there again, we have Guru 101, Guru Elite, and Guru VIP. So Guru 101, this is the TV portal. So Cyn Doll TV, and the Cyn Doll TV has 2 drop downs, right? So we have Guru 101 TV, Guru Elite TV, Guru VIP TV, and then Guru blog. This is the blog that you can go to or whatever for the Guru post, right? And this is something you have access with all 3 tiers, right? Click there to enter the blog. And then if you are a part of Business Guru, this is where you go. All right. This is where you go to get to the bottom of everything. Let me make sure. Yeah. Hold on. I just want to. Hold on, y'all. Because I think it's probably hard for you to see. Sorry, I got distracted by the money. I'm sorry. So when you hit over here, you can go ahead and subscribe to my website. And as soon as you get over there, I'm offering you a 20% off code. So take advantage of that, right? But anywho, if you have any additional questions, you could just click right here and ask me any question that you need to ask. But that is how you access the portal. And then directly here, Cyn Doll TV, Guru 101 portal is here. You can access it directly from here, right? And then here's how it looks. So here is a bunch of different videos. Like we have heat damage versus heat training and all of that. Like we have so much content here. And this is Guru 101. They even have like flashbacks. This is when I did a podcast episode with all of Destiny. I freaking love her. But yeah, there's so much information here. But like I said, this is what you have with the $9.99 membership. There's so many different lessons. And then here is the 7-day hair growth challenge. So the 7-day hair growth challenge is on every portal. All right. It is on every single portal. So please remember that. All right. So again, like as I'm walking through this, when you guys don't see me posting videos like that here on YouTube, this is where I am. This is why, because I'm over here. I'm over here on my own platform. I love y'all so much, but yeah. So okay, this is Guru Elite. So remember how I told you that All of my old silk press videos are gone off of my channel, where they're all here on the Guru Elite, right? So remember, with Guru Elite, it's the $16.99 membership. So with the $16.99 membership, you get everything that I just showed you with the $9.99 membership plus this. So you have access to the Guru blog, you'll have access to Cyn Doll TV Guru 101, and you'll have access to Cyn Doll TV Guru Elite. So here are all of my old silk press videos. And I'm gonna be honest, I just got tired of seeing old notifications and stuff. People still want to argue about silk pressing and blow drying. I'm just not doing it. I want to keep it pure and I want to keep it all love. So this is where all of the content is. And it's crazy because I didn't realize how many freaking videos I had made until I made them. All right, like until I started trying to take them over. And then we have Intelligent Effluvium 101. This is a 41-minute video. And here again is the original 7-day challenge. You do not need to buy the 7-day challenge if you're already in here. Here is like a couple of different replays from our group coaching. As you can see, we go in our live group replays. This one was an hour and 39 minutes. All right, so we go in way more detail even than we have here. All right, so that's all of Guru Elite. And then next up, Guru VIP. Guru VIP is the one that is everything that we just talked about, right? You get access to Guru 101 and Guru 101 TV, Elite TV, and Guru VIP TV. Now, this is where I go in. Like, if y'all think my lives are something, this is where all of my deep scientific information is. Like the last silk press video that you guys got was what, 20 minutes long. I was able to edit it down to 20 minutes, but this is the full video, no edits, like nothing. Even my background music, like nothing. All right. We go over dry scalp and hair thinning. Like, there's so much content here. Okay. So much freaking content here. I'm just going to go through a little bit just so you can see literally everything. Like, even how I'm telling you guys the things that you should and shouldn't eat, the enzymes that your body needs, the enzymes your body's no longer producing. Right here, this is a hour-long lecture all about what you need to be eating and ingesting into the body. Literally, like, full-fledged video on that. All right. And y'all, we will be here all day. I don't even know if I'm going to go ahead and go through all of these, but we break down everything. I'm showing you how to braid, scientific brushing with micro, like, you guys, everything you can, anything you could possibly think of that you need help with is going to be here. All right. But this is how you access the information. And that's even for the people who are coming in new. Follicle repair. Remember what you guys are asking me. How do you repair the follicle? How do you reattach the blood supply? Right here. Full lecture on it. 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Like, you guys, every question you could possibly have, I have answered for you. Again, there's another one. We're just, y'all, we will be here. We will be here all day. Real quick, I'm almost done going through this list. After the list, we'll end it. So let me know real quick. If anybody has any comments, keep them going. Keep them coming. But make sure you check out my website. Listen, we are going. I teach y'all how to make freaking oat milk. Like, there is everything. I'm not just giving you the information on Guru VIP. On Guru VIP, not only am I giving you the information, I'm showing you how to apply it, the application. And the reason that I'm not doing the application here is because I just don't want it picked apart. Like, oh, we're supposed to do this. No, I'm teaching you the facts, all right? And then you can still go do your own research. We do round brushing. I taught them how to round brush. There's so many videos here. Moisture versus hydration and all these different things, you guys. We go in. And as you can see, we are still, there we go. Now we're at the last of it, all right? But this is everything. And this lecture here, the very first lecture is 30 minutes. But as you can see, there is a lot of content on my private portals and on my private platform. So, like I said, if you don't see me here, you can always find me over there on Guru joining the platform, and you can cancel at anytime. All right, it's straight through PayPal, so it's 100% secure. You don't have to worry about no little shiesty little nothing. Like I said, you can cancel at any time. Cancel at any time. You can cancel at any time through your PayPal, whatever PayPal you have connected to it. All right. So make sure you comment and subscribe. Rewatch this video as many times as you need to. And if you want to sign up for any of my courses, any of my classes, any of my programs, make sure you check all of the links left in the description box below. All right. Give it at least 5 minutes for all of the links to auto-populate. But in the meantime, in between time, here is my website. What am I doing? I already have. What do I do? What do I do? So remember, I need you to give this video a thumbs up because it's free. Real quick before you go, please don't go without giving me a shout out. A thumbs up. All right. And I need you to head over to my website. Here it is right here. Head over to my website. Go ahead, screenshot it real quick as it's going across the screen so you can catch it like a falling star and put it in your pocket, never letting it fade away. I love you guys so much. What I really need you to do, though, ask a bunch of freaking questions in the comments so I can see which one out of those questions I can make a video about that won't interfere with the 7-day challenge. But you guys, check all of the links in the description box below and join whenever you feel led to. I love you, and I really hope that you took everything that I had to say in love. And if not, you soft and you need to go pull out the journal like I told you at the beginning and to write down all of the stuff that I told you to write down to see why you being so soft the whole time. And meditate on that before you go to sleep because it's here and you shouldn't be mad. It don't make no sense.